Hi, it's Rebecca from Crafting Rebecca. Today I want to show you how to make this card. It's like a three-dimensional kind of pop-up box card, but it folds flat into an A6 envelope. So here I've decorated it with the party puffins, but I'm going to do a different one as well. So what you need to do is start off with your trimmer and your scorer. You need an A4 piece of card. I'm just using thin Whisper White. And you need to trim it in half longways. So it's this size. And then you're going to score it in the following places. So you're going to score it at 14.8, which is A6 size. Then 19.8. 23.8 and 28.8. That gives you these sections here, and then with a spare piece down the other side, you need to trim it to 7 centimeters by A6, and then I'm going to score it at 9 and then 14. That's all the scoring you need to do. So then I'm just going to take our card and fold it up. This is our base card. Just going to readjust the camera a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to burnish all these score lines, make sure that they are folding straight, keeping it completely in line. And then we're going to put a bit of glue on this flap here, not very much because we don't want it to squidge out, make a mess. And then I'm just going to fold it over. Hopefully you can see to make it square as best we can. Make it square like this. We're just going to fold it over, make sure that it does fold flat. Give it a bit of a burnish because that's how it's going to fit into your envelope. And if we fold it back out, we've got the basis of our card there. That's the basics. Then we need to decorate this bit. So we need to cut some paper. So I'm just going to use some of this new Christmas paper. There's no real, just going to use all sorts of different patterns. Don't really have in mind. Might use that one in the background, I think, actually. Okay, so we need to trim this piece down to 10.5 by 10.5. 10.5 by 10.5, and that will fit here in this section, so we'll stick that on. This is one of the new Christmas papers that will be available next week. Next, I think it's the second, possibly third, can't remember off the top of my head. So that's going to stick on there. Okay, so that's my background piece of paper. You can decorate all the surfaces. I chose to leave that white on here. There's no reason why we can't decorate it. So this needs to be 10.5 by 3.7. So we'll just trim this on here. Put a bit of glue on. So that's the panel for the front, just on there. We can decorate this, so I don't see why not. In fact, that's the perfect size. So if we just trim that to 10.5, it's quite an effective use of a piece of 6x6 paper. So we'll stick this on here this time. So we'll decorate all the surfaces. There we go. So that's my basics of my card. So now we need the hinge part here. So I've got my other piece of card. This was the 7 by 14.8. I'm just going to score up all these lines. And then we need to put a bit of glue on that bit. And we fold it over like that. Then you take this piece and fold it like so. And then what you need to do is line this up with where you want it to sit. Like so. Making sure that the top doesn't go over the top, otherwise it won't fit in an envelope. And then you need to press down where the glue is. So the glue is, oops, just here. So it literally will just miss there and stick there. And then obviously you want to put a bit of glue on this section, and that will fit on there. Like that. So now we have our mechanism, and you want to give it all a nice good burnish so that it will bend and sit nicely, like so. Okay, so now we want to decorate up these sections. So I need a piece of paper, so I'm going to go the green now, and I want it to cut it at just under 7. Okay, and then I want that by just under 9. So that's this front section here. And then this top section, we've got the width at 7, and we want it just under 5. So again, we can get it nicely out of not even a whole piece of 6 by 6 paper. And I'll stick this on the front. This isn't my own design. They're my own measurements, but not my own design. There we go. Put some more glue on there. Again, not too much. It doesn't need to be a lot. It just causes problems if you put too much on. There we go. So that is the basics of our card. Okay. And then it's a case of decorating it. So I'm using this stamp set. Here we go. So it's been around a few years, so I suspect a lot of you have got it the snowman season. So it's not a new set. So I've got myself the sentiment. I was going to pop this up here. So I think I'll just pop that up on a bit of foam. Just to add a bit of dimension. It's up to you, you don't need to add any more dimension. So it adds to the postage, so it's entirely up to you. Use the pattern to line it up so it's nice and straight. So we've got our Merry Christmas there. And then I've got my snowman. So he's from the set as well. And I thought I'd put him on a bit of white card just to make him stand out a bit more. So pop the card on here in the middle, line it up with the spots, and then I'll pop him up on a bit of foam just to give it a bit of dimension. I do love dimensionals, I love how easy the backing comes off, there's just no effort. There we go. So pop him on here like so. So we have our Merry Christmas with our snowman, and then of course this paper comes with shapes that we can cut out, so we could totally embellish this up a bit more if we wanted to. Could add a few extra bits and bobs. I don't know whether I'm going to though. I might just keep him simple, I think, today. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep him simple. I think I'm just going to go with that. Just nice and simple today. So it folds down, like I say, into a C6 envelope, but it has that nice dimension. So if I just pop the camera, oops, turn the camera around, so you can see the one I've just made now, and there's the one I made previously. There we go. And then they just fold up to pop into an envelope. And obviously the back's blank, so you can write on that. I think they're quite nice special cards. Okay, thanks for watching.